excitement through knowledge. Today we are going to start a new chapter from your main book, that is First Flight. The name of the chapter, The Ball Poem. The Ball Poem. So the poem was written by an American poet. His name is John Berryman. John Berryman. So we just see a few brief idea or brief things about John Berryman. He was American-born poet, and he also was a scholar. In education level, he was a good scholar. He got many degrees, and he also won Pulitzer Prize. So in my favorite previous video, I had mentioned about the Pulitzer Prize. So what do you mean by Pulitzer Prize? So Pulitzer Prize is a prize, or it's an reward given to literature. Okay, literature, journalism, online things, and all based on literature things. Okay, so that's an American award and only given to Americans. So that is a Pulitzer Prize. And what we are going to see in this poem. In the poem, a boy lost his boat while he was playing in a water body, and he was very upset. Okay, he was very upset. So here the poet sees the relevant in this in our life, related to our life, this poem, how stand up against sorrows of our life. So we have seen that there are few people, if they have some little bit sorrow, they will be just like they will shattered. They will be all shattered. But there are people who stand up against the sorrows of or the miseries of their life. So we will see more about the poem.
What is the boy now who has lost his ball? What is he to do? I saw it go merrily bouncing down the street, and then merrily over. There it is in the water. So here poet says that what will be the situation, or what will the boy thinking after he lost the ball. What is the boy now who has lost his ball? What he to do? So the poet emphasized the situation after a boy lost his ball. I saw it go merrily bouncing down the street, and merrily over. There it is in the water, which means that the ball here is non-living thing. However, it is just going merrily, which means happily bouncing to the street, down to the street. Then it is going happily bouncing where? To the water. In the water, the ball fell into the water. So here the poet shows the helplessness of a child who lost his ball. Going ahead, no use to say, oh, there are other balls. An ultimate shaking grief fixes the boy. Has his chance, rigid, trembling, staring down all his young days into the harbor where his ball went. So here poet says that there is no use of telling to that kid or telling to that child, oh, there are other balls, which means that this is not only one ball. In market we can buy another ball, we will get another types of ball, but we can't console that particular kid saying the situation, we got many other balls in market. We can't do that. An ultimate shaking grief fixes the boy. So here ultimate shaking grief means sadness which greatly affects the boy. Because of that sadness, the boy is still he is in that shock of he lost the ball. Still he is in the shock. as he stands rigid because of that shock. He stands rigid. He's trembling here means he's shivering like anything. He's staring down. He's just looking in a very pathetic way to the ball, which he can't get it back. In that situation, he's just staring down the ball all his young days into the harbor where his ball left. So we can in another in another words we can say that the boy had a lot of memory with this ball. Maybe we can think that this ball maybe someone gifted or his parent gifted when he was very small, before he started walking. But now, so he had lot memories with that ball. So that ball is something very uh, nostalgic for him, or very near to his heart. So we can't say, or we can't console to the kid that, oh boy, no problem, we will buy another ball for you. We can't do that, because he's having a ultimate in the means the max, he's in the peak of the surroundings. After he lost the ball, where he lost the ball, in the harbor, the where the water body starts. We will see in the next lines, I would not intrude on him. A dime, another ball, is worthless. Now he senses first responsibility in a world of possessions. People will take balls, balls will be lost always, little boy. So here Pi suggests that he is not going to intrude. Intrude means he to enter a situation where one is not welcome. So Paul says that I'm not going to intrude, or I'm not going to that situation. I'm not going to tell him anything on that. Even a dime another ball is worthless. Here Paul says that a dime means what? A dime is equal 10 cents. 10 cents in the American currency, US currency. 10 cents is equal to a dime, like we got paisa, right? So that is, it's just like that. So a dime another ball is worthless. Even the price of the ball is very less, we get for him a new one, but that will be worthless for him, because he had many memories with that ball. He senses first responsibility in a world of possession. So by this, by the in the beginning I said that he lost one thing of his favorite the first time in his life. So here he is going to study, or he is going to the poet say here he wants to act in a way. Now many things are going to uh, go away from his life. So this is the first thing, and he want to sense it. He senses first responsibility in a world of possession. We got many possession, right? We got good friends, we got good watches, TV, clothes, we got house, everything is there. But everything one sometime it will be a permanent thing for us, but sometime it can be temporary also. In that case, we want to learn, or the poets suggest the student, the boy to learn that, or keep in his mind that the things can be the things which you have today, it cannot be in your hand tomorrow. People will take balls, balls will be lost, little boy. Sometimes the people will take with any cases, or with any causes, people will take things from us, and sometimes things can be lost from us, and all this thing can happen in the life. So be careful about everything, and study or learn to overcome these losses. Running forward, and no one buys a ball back. Money is external. He is learning well behind his desperate eyes, the epistemology of laws. How to stand up, knowing what every man must one day know, and most know many days. How to stand up. So here the poet says that money is something external, right? We know that the connection that boy had with the ball. So even it is lot of money or it is in a single penny, the we can't buy that ball back, right? The ball which he lost with any money. He is learning well behind his desperate eyes. Desperate here means hopeless. So gradually he is learning how to live without that ball, how to overcome his sorrows, the epistemology of loss, how to stand up. What do you mean by epistemology here? Epistemology means understanding the nature of loss, which means that he should have a knowledge of his loss. Maybe we can in from our hand we will lose in the future, or we in the past we lost many things. In the future maybe many things can be gone because of the misunderstanding or someone taken, or it cannot misplaced. Many things can happen. So we want to understand the epistemology of the laws, or other word we can say the nature of the laws. So the thing, the knowledge we are getting of the laws, that is epistemology. And how to stand after losing all these things, we want to learn how to stand. This is not the beginning and this is not the end, right? So many things can happen in the life, and the sorrowness, all the things we want to overcome, knowing that every man must one day know, and most know many days, how to stand up. So many of them know how to stand in their life, in the problematic situation of the life, and many don't know. So here poet suggests to the boy that you are in the beginning of your span of the life, so you want to learn how to stand in front of everyone, or how to overcome such situations, such circumstance which happening in your life. See, we have studied a beautiful meaning, a meaningful of meaning poem. So here it says that when something happens to the life, or when something gone from our life, we want to learn, we want to study how to overcome that situation and go forward in the life. So this all about the poem. And now we are going to see some poetic devices. The first and main thing we are used is, yeah, alliteration is used here. So find out where the alliteration is, the repetition of consonant sounds in the sentence. Okay, so alliteration is there. Anaphora also, anaphora also, we can see in these lines anaphora. And these are the two main things used here.
So that's about the poem, the ball poem, and we are moving to the fourth stage of lockdown. So we don't know